All right, day 3 here at the IU Natatorium in downtown Indianapolis, the 2024 Indy Makeup event. Today we're going to see competition in the 200 fly, 50 free, 200 breaststroke, 100 backstroke, and 400 freestyle. Like to wish a good morning to our swim fans around the country, around the world that are listening in on our webcast this morning. First 2 days have been super fast, 6 meet records so far, and a number of athletes getting their Olympic trial cuts in various events. Other swimmers swimming faster than their seed times coming in, so they're improving their seed time for Olympic trials, which will be taking place in just a few short weeks from now, a few blocks from the IU Natatorium here at Lucas Oil Stadium. First time that a swim meet has been held in an NFL stadium, and the construction is well underway. The walls of the pool are up, and in the next day or so, they're going to be putting the liner in the pool, and then they'll be filling it up. And again, it is getting closer. It's getting exciting. We're going to start it off this morning, 5 preliminary heats, the women's 200 butterfly. Meet record of this event, 208.68, swum by Alex Shackle, Carmel Swim Club at last year's Indy Makeup, and the Olympic trial cut in the women's 200 butterfly, 213.69. Good luck to all of our swimmers to go. Here we go, heat 1. Heat 1 of the women's 200 butterfly preliminaries, lane 3 from Noblesville, Emily Knott. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Mia Wilson. Lane 5 for Greater Evansville, Claire Coe, and 6 for Southeastern Swim Club, Abigail Payton. Claire Coe leading the way. She turns at the 100, 110.63 ahead of Mia Wilson. Wilson at the 100, 110.76. Mia Wilson from Fast Tigers coming back here in lane 4, touching in at 230.06, starting us off here in the women's 200 butterfly preliminaries. Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1 for McHenry University, Atsi Gomez. 2 for North Suburban Aquatic Club, Ellie Bina. 3 for Bobcat Swim Club, Rafael Anglade. 4 for Rochester Swim Club, Samantha Ulichen. 5 for Ohio State University, Bella Fisco. 6 for Edina Swim Club, Stella Suki. 7 for Lakeside Swim Team, Meredith Kirikato. And lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Ella Hare. Anglade turning at the 100, lane 3, 107.38. Head of Caricano Lakeside in lane 7, 108.47. Rafael Anglade on the wall in a time of 2:24.00. Heat 3. Heat 3, lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Ashley Friel. Lane 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Faith Gorey. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Lillian Hahn. 4 for University of Michigan, Caitlin Crom. 5 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Emily Wolf. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Avery Spade. 7 for Lakeside, Cindy Brager. And lane 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Madeline Gow. So, ladies and gentlemen, through last evening's final session, we have 8 swimmers that have achieved an Olympic trial cut for the first time. That 8 swimmers that did not have any Olympic trial cuts before. That's pretty impressive. And 6 swimmers that qualified in new events. So we'll be keeping track of that as we go through the weekend here. Caitlin Crom from University of Michigan out front at the 100, 103.18. Emily Wolf from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers turned in lane 5, 103.96. Caitlin Crom racing it down here. University of Michigan against Emily Wolf of Fishers in lane 5. As heat 3 coming into the wall now. Crom touching at a 2:13.64. Heat 4. Heat 4, lane 1 for FMC Aquatic, Haley Johnson. 2 for Ole Swimming, Jordan Ships. 3 for Ohio State University, Lucy Malis. 4 for the University of Michigan, Hannah Ballard. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Minnick. 6 for FMC Aquatic, Burlington Bocos. 7 for Noblesville, Hadassah Vos. And lane 8 for Kentucky Aquatics, Paige Hussman. Here's the 100 turn here in Heat 4. Hannah Ballard, University of Michigan, 103.89. And Burlington Bocos FMC in lane 6 second, 5:05.08. Hannah Ballard touching at a 2:13.77. Heat 5. Into water now, our 5th and final heat in the women's 200 butterfly preliminaries. Lane 1 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Millie Evans. 2 for University of Louisville, Madison Hall. 3 for Ohio State University, Jessica Eden. Lane 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Alex Shackle. 5 for swimming unattached, Hannah Shimizu Bowers. Lane 6 for Indiana State University, Ava Whitaker. 7 for University of Michigan, Anna Bomer. Lane 8 for Southeastern Swim Club, Lacey Houston. Alex Shackle, Carmel Swim Club. She was the winner of the 100 butterfly event, last night's finals. And Alex coming in with a seed time, 2:07.13, quicker than the meet record of a 2:08.68, which she currently holds. Alex turns at the 100, 101.50. Second position, lane 3, Jessica Eden, Ohio State University, 104.54. And third, Hannah Shimizu Bowers in lane 5. Well, we had our little game this morning of Find the Race Car, and the winner from Surge, Augustus Upchurch, was the one that found the winning race car. He got a checkered flag and a poster for that. Alex Shackle coming in here, already has her Olympic trial cut in this event. 2:13.69 is the cut time, and Alex on the wall in a time of 2:08.10. Ladies and gentlemen, that breaks her old record of a 2:08.68, our first meet record of the day here in the women's 200 butterfly. Eight preliminary heats now in the men's 200 butterfly. Heat 1. Heat 1, lane 3 from Rochester Swim Club, Albert Hugh, 4 for the University of Michigan. Machit Gabrice, 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, Cassius Motter, and 6 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, George Kellis. Correction, that should be George Kalis for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers in 6. Cassius Motter from Lakeside, 102.96. Ahead of George Callis, second position, lane 6, 104.44. Cassius Motter, Lakeside Swim Team, is going to start us off here in the men's 200 butterfly preliminaries in a time of 2:10.90. Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1 from Ole Swimming, Aubin Nugent, 2 for Spartan Aquatic Club, Trey Lewis, 3 for Greater Toledo Aquatic, Benjamin Quizno, 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Grant Rubel, 5 for Southwest Y Sharks, Joshua Martin, 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Eddie Zhu, 7 for Southwest Y Sharks, Vincent Bruno. Here are the results, preliminary results in the women's 200 butterfly. Second alternate in the bonus final, Friel. First alternate, Wilson. In the bonus final, Houston, Fisco, Johnson, Gao, Suki, Bina, and Ulaton. Second alternate In the consolation final, Evans first alternate, Anglade. In the consolation final, Vos, Bokos, Gori, Brager, Shimizu Bowers, Han, and Spade. In the championship final, Ships, Minnick, Wolf, Crom, Bellard, Eden, Malus, and your top seed in the women's 200 butterfly from Carmel Swim Club, Alex Shackle, in a new meet record time, 2:08.10. Time now is 9:19. The 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 11. Need a coaching representative from University of Michigan here at the head table. Coaching representative from the University of Michigan, please come to the head table. Aubin Nugent, Oli swimming on the wall here in heat 2, 2:09.29. Heat 3. Heat 3, a little skinny here. Lane 1 from Lakeside Swim Team. Meyer Hitch, 2 for Indy, Jackson Van Wasley. Lane 3 for Fast Tigers, Luke Parsons. And lane 8 from Carmel Swim Club, Lucas Biller. Luke Parsons of Fast Tigers in lane 3. Leads at the 100, 1:00.65 ahead of Jackson Van Wansley of Indy lane 2, who turned in a 1:01.17. Van Wansley and Parsons going at it stroke for stroke, down to the 150 turn. Parsons still out front at the 150, 134.64. And heat 3 is going to go to Luke Parsons, Fast Tigers, 2:07.98. Heat 4. Heat 4, lane 1 for Southeastern Swim Club, Jehun Jung. 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, Stephen Bailey. Lane 4 for Lakeside is Thomas Mercer. Lane 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Lucas Pagel. Lane 7 for Rochester Swim Club, Thomas Perletti. And lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Lucas Punte. Thomas Mercer at Lakeside turns at the 159.23. Had a Lucas Pagel, Indiana Swim Club, a 101.11. Thomas Mercer, our quickest time so far, 2:05.15. Heat 5. Heat 5, lane 1 for Ohio State University, Christopher Paxton. 2 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Wyatt Blair. 3 for Ole Swimming, Max Haney. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Alejandro Kincaid. Lane 5 for University of Louisville, Aiden Perro. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Carson Zotek. Lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luis Sanchez. Aiden Perro turns at the 100, lane 5, 59.04 ahead of Wyatt Blair. Blair in lane 2, 59.36. Aiden Perro first to touch in Heat 5, 2:04.33. Heat 6. Heat 6, Ohio State University. Shavas Fick, 2 for Ohio State. Alex Metzler, lane 3 for McHenry University. Jackson Lustig, 4 for Dynamo Swim Club. Connor Lamastra, 5 for University of Michigan. Tyler Ray, 6 for Indiana Swim Club. James Cahill, 7 for University of Michigan. Colin Gear, and 8 for University of Michigan. Ryan Healy. Alex Metzler, Ohio State University, turns at the 157.94, ahead of Tyler Ray, University of Michigan, lane 5. 57.99 for Ray. Heat 6 here, the first of our circle-seated heats in the preliminaries of the men's 200 butterfly, and into the wall they come. Tyler Ray, University of Michigan, touching first, 200.50. Quickest posting so far, with 2 more heats left to go. Heat 7. Heat 7, lane 1 for Lakeside Swim Team, Boone Wilcox. 2 for Ohio State University, Mason Edmond. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Andrew Reeder. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Aaron Shackle. Lane 5 for University of Michigan, Connor Hunt. Lane 7 for University of Michigan, Josine Masuko. And lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Whitlock. Aaron Shackle from Carmel here, lane 4. Coming in with a seed time, which is quicker than the meet record. Shackle enters this event at a 155.81, and the meet record by Nicholas Albero of Cardinal Aquatic, last year's Indy makeup, a 157.22. Aaron Shackle's going to be leading here at the 100 as he turns in a 57.32, ahead of Connor Hunt. Aaron Shackle placed 3rd in the 200 free yesterday. Olympic trial cut time in this event, 2:00:49. Reeder, Shackle, and Hunt in this heat already with their trial cuts. Into the wall they come in heat 7. And first to touch, Luke Whitlock from fast out of lane 8, 2:00.44. Heat 8. Heat 8 in the water now. This is our final preliminary heat of the men's 200 butterfly. Lane 1 for Irish Aquatics, Samuel Sierra. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Andrew Shackle. Lane 3 for the University of Louisville, Thomas Breed. 4 for Cardinal Aquatics, Zachary Harding. Lane 5 for Kentucky Aquatics, Ryan Marini. 6 for Ohio State University, Caleb Ellis. Lane 8 for McKendree University, Archie Minto. Breed in lane 3, Harding in 4. Marani in 5, already with their Olympic trial cut times in this event. Again, 2:00.49. Ryan Marani, Kentucky Aquatics, will be leading at the 100, 57.52. Ahead of Zachary Harding in lane 4, 57.89. Third at the 100, Thomas Breed, University of Louisville. Zachary Harding set a new meet record in yesterday's 100 butterfly preliminaries, then came back to win the event last evening. Ryan Morandi now out front at the 150 here in our final heat of the men's 200 butterfly preliminaries this morning, the IU Natatorium. And Ryan Morandi, Kentucky Aquatics in lane 5. He's going to hit the wall at a time of 2:00.43. Our quickest time turned into the preliminaries of the men's 200 butterfly this morning. Back down to the scoreboard end of the IU Natatorium, 50 freestyle coming up. There will be 9 preliminary heats in the women's 50 freestyle this morning. Current meet record of the women's 50 freestyle, 25.23, swum by Gabriela Albero, University of Louisville, at last year's Indy Makeup. And the Olympic trial cut time in the women's 50 free, 25.69. Here we go in the women's 50 freestyle preliminaries, heat 1. Petrowski in 2, Payton in 3, Kaler in 4, Hewlin in 5, Cabbage in 6, and Miner in lane 7. And Bianca Castilla, University of Louisville. Not in my heat sheet, but there she is to start us off in this event, 25.65. Heat 2. Heat 2, Tricker in 1, Hare in 2, Jones in 3, Schwartfeger in 4, Blixt in 5, Haynes in 6, Brinkmuller in 7, and Miller in lane 8. First to touch out of lane 5, Sophia Blixt, Rochester Swim Club, 28.03, heat 3. Heat 3, Schmidt in 1, Francis in 2, Gow in 3, Fentress in 4, Turner in 5, Lathrop in 6, Miller in 7, Brager in lane 8. Sophia Gow, University of Michigan, lane 3 out front. Here in heat 3, Sophia 27.08. Heat 4. Heat 4, Basile in 1, Han in 2, Ogren in 3, Pulaski in 4, DeLong in 5, White in 6, Greenhot in 7, and Theriak in lane 8. Alexis Greenhot, University of Michigan, lane 7, 26.78. Heat 5. Heat 5, Stein in 1, Ewan in 2, DeWitt in 3, McKenna in 4, Kissla in 5, Bomer in 6, Fenska in 7, and Kaler in lane 8. Malia Ewan, University of Michigan, lane 2. First to touch in Heat 5, 26.32. Heat 6. Quick time so far out of Heat 1, 25.65. Heat 6 in the water now. Menike in 1, Thunderberg in 2, Crush in 3, Kendall in 4, O'Brien in 5, Missler in 6, Chung in 7, and Freericks in lane 8. Brady Kendall, University of Michigan, body length lead here in Heat 6 on the wall at a 25.33. That's our quickest time so far. Heat 7. First of our circle-seated heats here in the women's 50 freestyle preliminaries. Piersma in 1, Barrett in 2, Flynn in 3, Pagel in 4, Regnauer in 5, Yolette in 6, Urban in 7, and McCarthy in lane 8. 25.69. So Brady Kendall getting her Olympic trial cut time out of that last heat. And first to touch here is Christina Pagel, Indiana Swim Club, at a 25.61. Heat 8. Heat 8, Brenneman in 1, Crush in 2, Turek in 3, Fulmer in 4, Missler in 5, Zenik in 6, Welsh in 7, and Bigler in lane 8. Amy Fulmer here, Ohio State University, lane 4, coming in with a seed time quicker than the meet record of a 25.23. Fulmer's seeded coming in 24.86. Julie Missler from Fast Tigers, lane 5, is going to touch first out of Heat 8 in a time of 25.34. Heat 9. This is our final preliminary heat in the women's 50 free. Furby in 1, Newman in 2, Ivan in 3, Albero in 4, Dennis in 5, Maribel in 6, Yao in 7, Poplawski in lane 8. Gabrielle Albero here, lane 4, your current meet record holder, 25.23. Her seed time coming in, 24.76. These ladies coming up on the wall. First to touch out of lane 6, Lucy Maribel, University of Louisville, in a 25.66. $11 preliminary heats in the men's 50 freestyle. Heat 1. Rosenbaum in 3, Boyd in 4, and Hugh in lane 5. Meet record in this event, 22.44 by Christopher Giuliano, Irish Aquatics. at last year's Indy Makeup. And the Olympic trial cut time for the men's 50 free, 22.79. Rosenbaum touching in at 26.29 to start us off. Heat 2. Heat 2, Lazenby in 1, Rankin in 2, Hemberger in 3, Parsons in 4, Bruno in 5, Gouldson in 6, Caldwell in lane 7. Hemberger touching first here in Heat 2, 25.00. Heat 3. Heat 3. Hitch in 3, Chavez in 4, Dibley in 5, Anderson in 6, Malicki in 7, and Holmes in lane 8. Brandon Malicki at Carmel. First to touch out of Heat 3, 24.94. Heat 4. Heat 4, lane 1. Beckley, we got Tapp in 2, Durham in 3, Mullen in lane 6, Kovacs in 7, and Lee in lane 8. Sawyer Tapp on Lakeside, lane 2. Big lead here in Heat 4. He's on the wall at a time of 24.29. Heat 5. Heat 5, Kovacs in 1, Boyd in 2, Gray in 3, Pagel in 4, Cohen in 6, Androsky in 7, and Martin in lane 8. Malachi Cohen, swimming unattached here in lane 6, takes Heat 5 in a time of 24.12. Quickest so far. Here's Heat 6. Heat 6, lane 2, Dreising. We got King in 3, Mazurik in 4, Dvorak in 5, Rachis in 6, Kaysen in 7, Kramer in lane 8. Dominic Mazurik, FMC Aquatic in lane 4, 23.81. Quick so far, heading into Heat 7. We need a coach from University of Michigan and a coach from Lakeside here at the head table. We need a coach from University of Michigan and a coach from Lakeside here at the head table. Heat 7 of the water now. Out front in lane 7, Enzo Diviat Ruiz of Chalmette Aquatic. Correction, Dylan Smiley, Indiana Swim Club. Lane 5, first to touch. Out of Heat 7, 23.37. Heat 8. Heat 8, Barr in 1, Wilkening in 2, Listina in 3, Amatrucci in 4, Ray in 5, Blazer in 6, Crush in 7, and Hombre in lane 8. 22.79, the Olympic trial cut these gentlemen are looking for. That or something better with Jack Wilkening taking Heat 8 in a time of 23.32. Heat 9. First of our circle seated heats here in the preliminaries of the 50 free. Brown in 1, Lowe in 2, Dilger in 3, Duncan in 4, McDonald in 5, Flegel in 6, Bart in 7, and Musso in lane 8. Caleb Duncan, 23.09. Heat 10. Heat 10, Sheffer in 1, Eastman in 2, White in 3, Zapatos in 4, Peroni in 5, Carpenter in 6, Cruzaniga in 7, and Kelly in lane 8. White, Zapatos, and Peroni already with their Olympic trial cut time. And first to touch, Blake Peroni, Indiana Swim Club, time of 22.76, Heat 11. '11th and final preliminary heat of the men's 50 free this morning. Frankel in 1, Brooks in 2, Johnson in 3, Giuliano in 4, Baltus in 5, Samuels in 6, Fentress in 7, and Taylor in lane 8. Christopher Giuliano coming in with a seat time faster than the meet record, and Giuliano on the wall in a time of 22.52. Seven preliminary heats up next in the women's 200 breaststroke. Results of preliminary swims in the men's 200 butterfly, second alternate. We've had a scratch already, so the second alternate in a bonus final will be Bailey, first alternate Motter. In the bonus final of the men's 200 fly, Perletti, Jung, Parsons, Haney, Wilcox, Mercer, Healy, and the top seed from Fast Tigers, Luis Sanchez, in the bonus final. Here we go, heat 1 to the women's 200 breaststroke. Heat 1, lane 1 for Noblesville Swim Club. Kira Blackwell, 2 for Indiana Swim Club. Emily Wang, 3 for Lakeside. Greta Dale, 5 for Fast Tigers. Frankie Ramey, 6 for Indiana Swim Club. Ashley Friel, 7 for Edina Swim Club. Taylor Thompson in the lane 8 for Fast Tigers. Claudia Petrowski. Continuing on now with preliminary results in the men's 200 butterfly. Second alternate in the consolation final, Perro. First alternate, Reeder. In the consolation final, Shackle, Rustic, Ellis, Minto, Metzler, Gear, Masuko, and Fick. And in the championship final heat of men's 200 butterfly, Lamastra, Shackle, Harding, Whitlock, Ray, Hunt, Breed, and your top seed for Kentucky Aquatics, Ryan Moreni. His time 2:00.43. Time now is 9:54, and the 30-minute scratch rule in effect for event number 12. And now preliminary results in the women's 50 free. Second alternate in the bonus final, Ogren. First alternate, Pulaski. In the bonus final, White, Gow, Furby, McCarthy, Bigler, Crush, Kaler, and Stein. The second alternate in the consolation final, Turek. First alternate, Irvin. In the consolation final, Piersma, Poplowski, Fulmer, Newman, Dennis, Ivan, Welch, Zenek. And in the championship final heat of women's 50 free, Regnauer, Albero, Castillo, Mishler, Pagel, Maribin, Flynn, and the top seed from University of Michigan, Brady Kendall, in a time of 25.33. Time now is 9:55, and a 30-minute scratch rule in effect for event number 13. First of our 7 preliminary heat women's 200 breaststroke coming into the wall. And touching first, Greta Dale of Lakeside, 249.54. Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1, lane it. And she's swimming for Ole Swimming. Lane 2 for Bobcat, Julia Strine. 3 for FMC Aquatic, Haley Johnson. 4 for Lakeside, Parker Russell. 5 for Barrington Swim Club, Abigail Hill. 6 for Rochester, Sophia Blix. 7 for Grand Traverse, Lila Glenn. And lane 8 for McHenry University, Sheriff First. Meet record of the women's 200 breaststroke, 224.01, swum by Annie Laser of Indiana Swim Club, 2022. And the Olympic trial cut time in women's 200 breaststroke is a 2:31.69. Here are the results of preliminary swims in the men's 50 freestyle. Second alternate for the bonus final, King. First alternate, Johnson. In the bonus final, Lloyd, Tapp, Desviat Ruiz, Carpenter, Dilger, Mazurek, Listina, and Rising. The second alternate in the consolation final, Dilger. First alternate, Lowe. In the consolation final, Eastman, Smiley, White, McDonald, Samuels, Flegel, Cruzaniga, Amatrushi. In the championship final, a men's 50 free, Wilkening, Fentress, Baltus, Peroni, Giuliano, Zabatos, Duncan, and Brooks. Christopher Giuliano with the top seed there in the men's 50 freestyle at a 22.52 this morning. Time now, 9:58 in a 30-minute scratch rule in event for event number 14. Julia Strine, Bobcat Swim Club in lane 2. Sizable edge over the rest of the Heat 2 field. And Julia Stride's going to touch in a 2:42.87. Heat 3. Heat 3, lane 1 for FMC Aquatic. Amanda Valikas, 2 for Ohio State University. Paige Delma, 3 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. Polina Sapova, 4 for Shawmut Aquatic Club. Emma Miner, 5 for Lakeside. Kate Brager, 6 for FMC Aquatic. Ella Houston, 7 swimming unattached. Allison Pearson, and in lane 8 for Lakeside Swim Team, Sydney Green. Hundred turning out in front. Paige Delma for Ohio State University, 1:15.77. Second, Kate Brager from Lakeside. She turns at a 1:15.94. Paige Delma here in Heat 3, 2:37.26. Heat 4. Heat 4, lane 1 for Oli. Susan LeGrand, 2 for Carmel. Lucy Enoch, 3 for University of Louisville. Madison Hall, 4 for Indiana Swim Club. McKenna Lesky, 5 for Lakeside. Georgia Kaler, 6 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. Avery Stein, 7 for Greater Evansville. Gabrielle Irvin, and lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Cabria Chapman. McKenna Lesky turning at the 100, 114.26. Susan Legrand from Ole, second in lane 1, 116.28. McKenna Lesky, Indiana Swim Club here in Heat 4, Lane 4. Into the wall she comes in Lesky's time, 237.06. Heat 5. Heat 5, first of our circle-seated heats in the women's 200 breaststroke preliminaries. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Mia Rankin. 2 for Edina Swim Club, Catherine Pileski. 3 for Lakeside, Hannah Schmidt. 4 for Carmel, Molly Sweeney. 5 for Kentucky Aquatics, Bridget Engel. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Olivia Mendenhall. 7 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Alexis Pelks. And lane 8, swimming unattached, Enes Sencho Sens. Hannah Schmidt in 3, Molly Sweeney in 4, Bridget Engel in lane 5. Coming in with seed times in this event, equal to or better than the Olympic trial cut time. Again, it's a 2:31.69. Molly Sweeney from Carmel's going to turn here at the 100. 113.44 ahead of Olivia Mendenhall, Kentucky Aquatics. Lane 6, 114.09. Third in this heat at the 100, Bridget Engel of Kentucky Aquatics. Molly Sweeney here in heat 5. 2:33.89. Our quickest so far. 2 more heats left to go here. Heat 6. Heat 6 now, lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Olivia Rumpf. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Reese Tiltman. Lane 3 for Ohio State University, Reese DeHen. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Katrina Tetrakova. 5 for University of Louisville, Kim Herkel. 6 swimming unattached is Emily Ellsworth. And lane 8 for University of Michigan, Devin Kitchell. Tetrakova here in lane 4. Seed time coming in quicker than the meet record. Meet record 224.01. Tetrakova with a seed time 223.35. Katrina Tetrakova placed second in last night's 100 backstroke final. We need a coaching representative from Ohio State and Boilermaker Aquatic. Please come to the head table. Okay, we need a coaching representative from Ohio State and Boilermaker Aquatic. Please come to the head table. Tetrakova was leading at the 100, 112.13 ahead of Herkel. Tetrakova at the 150, 149.62. Herkel 152.67, and third in lane 3, Reese DeHen, Ohio State University. DeHen, Tetrakova, and Herkel in this heat are already with their Olympic trial cuts in the women's 200 breaststroke. And heat 6 is going to go to Katrina Tetrakova, Indiana Swim Club. Her time this morning is no time. Heat 7. Heat 7, our final preliminary heat of the women's 200 breaststroke this morning. Lane 1 for Bobcat Swim Club, Cassidy DeBetta. 3 for Kentucky Aquatics, Denise Phelan. Lane 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Lily King. Lane 5 for Ohio State University, Josephine Penitz. 6 for Michigan Lakeshore, Sophia Umstead. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Carolyn Fultz. Lane 8 for Irish Aquatics, Reese Lugbill. Lily King turns to the 50, 33.45, ahead of DeBetta in lane 1, the 35.34. Lily King, the winner of last evening's 100 breaststroke events. This is Lily's final tune-up meet, getting ready for Olympic trials just a few weeks from now. Lily King setting up her 100 turn, 111.81 for King. Josephine Panitz, Ohio State University, now second. Lane 5, 114.36. Lily King, 27 years old. Still one of the fastest breaststrokers in the world. Amazing swimming talent. A great representative of USA Swimming. Lily King turning at the 150, 151.15. Had a Panitz, 154.03. Half a length to go here for Lily King and her preliminary swim this morning in a women's 200 breaststroke. Smooth into the wall, Lily King, 229.17. That's our quickest time turned into the preliminaries of the women's 200 breaststroke. Seven preliminary heats now in the men's 200 breaststroke, heat one. Heat one, lane two for Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, Benjamin Quizno. 3 for Jaguar Aquatics, Luke Dibley. 4, swimming unattached, Aiden Goulson. 5 for the University of Michigan, Brendan Fitzpatrick. 6 for Surge, Aaron Turner. And 7 for Rochester Swim Club, Eli Holmes. Brendan Fitzpatrick, University of Michigan, takes it out at the 100, 108.56. Big swim here in heat one. Second to turn at the 100, Aiden Goulson. Lane 4, 114.36. Brendan Fitzpatrick's going to start us off for this event at a 225.28. Heat two. Heat two, lane two for Rochester Swim Club, Grady Barkfried. 3 for Greater Toledo Aquatic, Oliver Lazenby. 4 for FMC Aquatic, Dominic Mazurik. 5 for University of Louisville, Grant Gooding. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, John Kieser. 7 for Shawmut Aquatic Club, Abel Huller. Lane 8 for Lawrence Swim Team is Colin Anderson. Results of preliminary swims here in the women's 200 breaststroke. Second alternate in the bonus final, Kaler. First alternate, Stein. The bonus final, Peltz, Sapova, Brager, Schmidt, Pulaski, Miner, Enoch, and Irvin. Second alternate in the consolation final, Legrand. And the first alternate in the consolation final, Pulaski. Consolation final heat currently looks like Ellsworth, Delma, Foltz, DeBetta, Mendenhall, Phelan, Lusky, and Rankin. And the championship final heat in women's 200 breaststroke, Engel, Panitz, Daheen, King, Herkel, Sweeney, Umstead, and the top seed from Indiana Swim Club, Katrina Tetrakova. Her time this morning, 2:28.70. It is 10:19 to the 30-minute scratch rule in effect for event number 15. Heat 2 on the wall, Grant Gooding, University of Louisville, 139.87. That doesn't look right. We'll check that out. Heat 3. Guess we had I'm multitasking here. Guess we had a swimmer hop out at the 100, and that's why I read off the results I did in Heat 2, but Heat 3 underway now. Lane 2 for FMC Aquatic, Nathaniel Harris. Lane 3 for Carmel, Michael Gorey. Lane 4 for Ohio State, Ryland McDaniel. Lane 6 for Ohio State, Eric Albers. In 7 for Carmel, Yi Zhangin. 8 for Parkway, Spencer Kinsey. McDaniel turning at the 100, 103.83. Looks like McDaniel was going for 100 time there as he slows down. And the rest of the field gets ready to pass him. So all sorts of things happening here in the preliminaries to the men's 200 breaststroke this morning. Out in front now, lane 5, Jeffrey Howe, FMC Aquatic. Heat 3 finishing up, and Yi Zhang from Carmel Swim Club touching at a time of 2:21.10. Heat 4. Heat 4, lane 1 for Lakeside Swim Team, Owen Durham. 2 for University of Michigan, Ethan Schwab. 4 for Southeastern Swim Club, Colin Houston. 5 for Ole Swimming, Michael Cooper. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, John Broom. 7 for Ole Swimming, Carson Ricker. And 8 for University of Michigan, Jaden Gamilla. Ethan Schwab, University of Michigan, out front. Turns at the 100, 106.29. Second to turn, Michael Cooper, Ole Swimming, lane 5, 107.69. Olympic trial cut time in the men's 200 breaststroke, 2:15.99. Ethan Schwab bringing it in underneath the backstroke flags. Schwab's time, 2:18.25. Heat 5. Heat 5, lane 1 for Lakeside, Wilson York. Lane 2 for University of Louisville, Aiden Criley. 3 for swimming unattached, Connor Marikawa. 4 for Sandpipers of Nevada, Cody Miller. Lane 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Benson Wong. 6 for Ohio State University, Carl Helmuth. 7 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Raymond Whitaker. And lane 8 for FMC Aquatic, Alexander Lakin. Cody Miller's seed time coming in, 2:09.80. Quicker than the current meet record in this event at a 2:13.66. Swum by Jason Yupp of Indiana Swim Club, last year's Indy May Cup. Cody Miller placed 4th in last night's 100 breaststroke final. Benson Wong from Indiana Swim Club, lane 5 with the edge. Coming in to turn at the 100. Wong, 104.59. Cody Miller, second, lane 4, 105.56. And third, Raymond Whitaker, Boilermaker Aquatics, with a 100 split of 105.63. Benson Wong still leads at the 150, 139.65. Cody Miller turns at the 150, 141.46. Heat 5 here, the first of our circle-seated heats and the preliminaries of the men's 200 breaststroke here at the IU Natatorium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Benson Wong with our quick time so far. 214.84. Heat 6. Heat 6, lane 1, University of Michigan, Cameron Lawarty. 2 for the University of Michigan, Matthew Kroll. Lane 3 for University of Louisville, Thomas Breed. 4 for Nova of Virginia, Charles Swanson. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Jason Yep, your current meet record holder in this event. Lane 6 for Ohio State University, William Regan. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Toby Barnett. And lane 8 for Cardinal Aquatics, Daniel Sos. Charles Swanson placed second last evening's 100 breaststroke final. Swanson turns here at the 100, 104.38. Head of Matthew Kroll, University of Michigan, 105.94. Thomas Breed, Charles Swanson, Jason Yep, and William Regan in this heat, already with their Olympic trial cuts in the men's 200 breaststroke. Charles Swanson turning at the 150, 139.67. Head of Regan, Ohio State University in lane 6 at a 141.51. Heat 6 coming into the wall, Charles Swanson, Nova of Virginia, 215.86. Heat 7. This is our 7th and final preliminary heat. This morning in the men's 200 breaststroke, lane 1 for Ohio State University, William Bensberg. 2 swimming unattached, Tommy Cope. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Harrison Herrera. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Joshua Matheny. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Maxwell Weiss. 6 for University of Michigan, Ansel Frace. 7 for Ohio State University, Nathan Holte. And lane 8 for Boilermaker Aquatic, Maxwell Bloom. Matheny leads at the 50, 30.91 ahead of Maxwell Rice, his teammate in lane 5. Joshua Matheny, the winner of last evening's 100 breaststroke final. Matheny will turn first here, lane 4. At the 100, 104.88. Ansel Frace, University of Michigan. Now second in lane 6 as he turns at a 105.82. Need a coaching representative from Northwestern? Coaching representative from Northwestern, please come to the head table. Matheny's still leading at the 150s. He turns in a 140.33. Maxwell Reitz turns second in lane 5, 141.40. Trial cut time, 2:15.99. And Joshua Matheny, Indiana Swim Club, is going to touch first in heat 7, 2:15.81. Our quickest time turned into the preliminaries of the men's 200 breaststroke. Eight preliminary heats now in a women's 100 backstroke, heat 1. Hannah Schmidt of Lakeside, touching first in heat 1, 1:08.72. Heat 2. Heat 2 here, women's 100 backstroke preliminaries. Lane 1 for Rochester Swim Club, Sophia Blix. 2 for FMC Aquatic, Brooke Menike. 3 for Grand Traverse, Elise Brayton. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Anna Asplin. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Minnick. 6 for Lakeside, Lilia Walker. 7 for Lakeside, Sydney Brager. And lane 8 for University of Louisville, Kim Herkel. Kim Herkel, University of Louisville, in lane 8 will be first on the wall in heat 2, 1:04.27. Heat 3. Heat 3, lane 1, unattached, Leah Walden. 2 for Fast Tigers, Alexis Mishler. 3 for Lakeside, Kinley Jones. 4 for Southeastern Swim Club, Naomi Haynes. 5 for Rochester, Julia Ogren. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Ashley Friel. 7 for Lakeside, Lillian Burkowski. Lane 8 for Central Ohio Aquatics, Abigail Goodrich. Lillian Burkowski, Lakeside Swim Team, going at it with Abigail Goodrich. Lane 8 from Central Ohio Aquatics. Into the wall they come on heat 3. And Goodrich touching first at a time of 106.66. Heat 4. Heat 4, lane 1 for Ohio State University. Annie Krasinski, 2 for Central Ohio Aquatics. Addison Doherty, 3 for Edina Swim Club. Adeline Bigler, 4 for University of Michigan. Alexis Greenhawk, 5 for University of Michigan. Amelia Amuin, 6 for FMC Aquatic. Karina Miller, 7 for Carmel. Is Kayla Barr in lane 8 for North Canton Aquatic Team. Addison Forbes. Still looking for a coaching representative from Northwestern. Need a coaching representative from Northwestern. Please come to the head table. Malia Emu, University of Michigan in lane 5. 104.43. Heat 5. Heat 5, lane 2 for Lakeside Swim Team. Ava Graziani, 3 for Carmel. Grace Doherty, 4 for Lakeside. Kate Brager, 5 for Indiana Swim Club. Jessica Chang, 6 for Ohio State University. Allison Fenska, 7 for Carmel Swim Club. Aubrey Simmons. And lane 8 for Mooresville Area Swim Team. Lila Theriak. Beat record of the women's 100 backstroke, 1:00:46 by Amy Fulmer, Ohio State, at last year's Indy May Cup. Amy Fulmer coming up in heat 8. Top seed coming into the women's 100 backstroke event here at the 2024 Indy May Cup. Allison Fenska, 1:02.83. Quick so far. First of our circle seeded heats coming up. Heat 6. Heat 6, lane 1 from Shawmut Aquatic Club. Quinn White, 2 for University of Michigan. Casey Chong, 3 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. Julie Missler, lane 5 for Ohio State University. Naya Funderburg, 6 for Ohio State University. Morgan Krause, 7 for Indiana Swim Club. Elise Heiser, in lane 8 for University of Louisville. Allison Boynton. Casey Chung turns at the 50, lane 2, 29.88. Head of Julie Missler, lane 3. Casey Chung, University of Michigan in lane 2. 101.52. Quick so far. With 2 more heats left to go. Heat 7. We'd like to call them out when we can catch them. And Casey Chung out of that last heat, University of Michigan, getting her Olympic trial cut in the 100 backstroke. So congratulations, Casey. Heat 7 in the water now. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Paige Hall. 2 for NC State University, Annabelle Crush. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Casey McKenna. 4 for Lakeside, Charlotte Crush. Lane 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Maya DeWitt. 6 swimming unattached, Ayla Spitz. 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Grace Freericks. And in lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Anna Freed. Charlotte Crush, lane 4 out front, coming in with a seed time quicker than the meet record. Crush's seed time 1:00:07. Into the wall they come here in heat 7. And Crush with a 1:01.27. Heat 8s. Heat 8, our final preliminary heat in the women's 100 backstroke this morning. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Ellie Clark. 2 for University of Louisville, Lucy Maribin. 3 swimming unattached, Justine Murdoch. 4 for Ohio State University, Amy Fulmer. Lane 5 for Kentucky Aquatics, Victoria Berger. 6 for University of Louisville, Rianne Hewlett. 7 for University of Michigan, Lily Cleason. And 8 for University of Michigan, Taylor Morris. Cleason out front, University of Michigan, lane 7, 29:31, ahead of Amy Fulmer, OSU, at a 30.02. Again, meet record 1:00:46, Olympic trial cut time 1:01:89. And Amy Fulmer, 1:01.40. Nine preliminary heats in the men's 100 backstroke, heat 1. Lily Cleason out of heat 8 there. Just got her Olympic trial cut time in the 100 backstroke. She was on the wall right at the cut time of a 1:01.89. So congratulations, Lily. Again, trying to catch those as I can, but we will be doing a recap before this evening's final on all the swimmers that achieved a first-time Olympic trial cut. We'll do that before our final session this evening. Heat 1 of 9 underway in the men's 100 backstroke preliminaries. Lane 3 for Mooresville area swim team, Diesel Mullen. 4 for Fast Tigers, George Kalis. And lane 5 for the Tigers, Hudson Lee. Hudson Lee, 1:04.56. Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1 for Surge, Augustus Upchurch. Upchurch found the winning race car this morning. Lane 2 for Rochester Swim Club, Gavin Potter. 3 for Lakeside Swim Team, Carter Rankin. 4 for West Michigan Swimmers, Owen Durham. Lane 5 for Edina Swim Club, Joseph Hemberger. 7 for Barrington Swim Club, Robert Rosenbaum. And in lane 8 for Lawrence Swim Team, Jace Caldwell. Robert Rosenbaum from Barrington Swim Club here in Heat 2, 102.53. Heat 3. Results of preliminary swims. Men's 200 breaststroke, second alternate in the bonus final. Houston, first alternate, Gorey. The bonus final, Barkfried, Missouri, Durham, Zhang, York, Gamilla, Howe, and Kinsey. The second alternate in the consolation final, York, first alternate, Barnett. Consolation final is Whitaker, Morikawa, Lawarde, Schwab, Miller, Cope, Helmuth, and Sos. The championship final of the men's 200 breaststroke, Kroll, Regan, Reich, Matheny, Swanson, Frace, and the top seed from Indiana Swim Club, Joshua Matheny. Benson Wong from Indiana Swim Club, the top seed in the men's 200 breaststroke this evening at a 2:14.84. Time now 10:53 in the 30-minute scratch rule, in effect for event number 16. Cassius Motter, Lakeside, touching first here in Heat 3, 100.20. Heat 4. Skinnied up Heat 4 here. Lane 3 for Kentucky Aquatics, Jonathan Boyd. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Corey Hahn. Lane 5 for Lakeside, Boone Wilcox. 6 for Lakeside, Wilson York. And lane 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner. Results of preliminary swims in the women's 100 backstroke. Second alternate in the bonus final, Forbes. First alternate, Barr. The bonus final, Simmons, Grace Doherty, Addison Doherty, Brager, White, Graziani, Cheng, and Miller. The second alternate in the consolation final, Funderburk. First alternate, Freed. Consolation final, Clark, Boynton, Fenska, Kraus, Mishler, DeWitt, Hall, and Heiser. I'll be back with the championship final as soon as we get the next heat in the water. Boone Wilcox, Lakeside here in lane 5, 100.32. Heat 5. Heat 5, lane 2 for Lakeside, Christopher Thierer. 3 for Lakeside, Stephen Bailey. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Alejandro Kincaid. 5 for Rochester Swim Club, Jaden Edmondson. 6 for West Michigan Swimmers, Owen Stevens. 7 for Lakeside, Hayden Beckley. And 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Tucker Holmes. Heading back to our preliminary results in the women's 100 backstroke, the championship final. Mariband, Brugger, Chung, Fulmer, Spitz, Cleason, Murdoch, your top seed in the women's 100 back. From Lakeside, Charlotte Crush, her swim of a 101.27. Time now is 10:56, and the 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event 17. Owen Stevens of West Michigan Swimmers, 58.20, heat 6. Need a coaching representative from Lakeside. Coaching representative from Lakeside, please come to the head table. Heat 6 in the water. Lane 1 for Ole Swimming, Dane Charleston. 2 for FMC Aquatic, Valazar Filipov. 3 for Lakeside, Sawyer Tapp. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Utkarsh Patel. 5 for University of Louisville, Matteo Michelli. 6 for Spartan Aquatics, Trey Lewis. 7 for McHenry University, Abram Hagedorn. And lane 8 for Greater Toledo Aquatic, Landon Harmon. Wyatt Davis set the meet record last year in this event, 54.62. Davis swimming for Club Wolverine at the time. Olympic trial cut 55.69. And in lane 5, Mattia Marcelli, 55.32. And that is an Olympic trial qualifier there in lane 5. Matteo Marcelli of the University of Louisville. Heat 7 now. First of our circle-seated heats here in the preliminaries of the men's 100 backstroke. Heat 7, lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Colin McKenzie. 2 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Andrew Kelly. 3 for Ohio State, Eli Stoll. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Brendan Burns. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Luke Barr. 6 for University of Louisville, Charlie Crush. 7 for Lakeside, Thomas Mercer. And lane 8 for University of Louisville, James Collins. Brendan Burns, Indiana Swim Club, 55.78. Heat 8. Heat 8, lane 1 for Ole Swimming, Max Haney. Lane 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Joseph Reddy. 4 for University of Michigan, Jack Wilkening. 5 for University of Louisville, Dalton Lowe. 6 for FMC Aquatic, Brady Johnson. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, James Cahill. Lane 8 for Grand Traverse, Blake Rowe. Wilkening turning at the 50, 25.91 ahead of Dalton Lowe in lane 5. 27.52. Jack Wilkening here, University of Michigan, lane 4, already with his Olympic trial cut in this event. And Wilkening's time this morning, 53.66. That is a new meet record here in the men's 100 backstroke. Let's make some noise. Come on. New meet record, 53.66. Heat 9. Heat 9, this is our final preliminary heat in this event. Lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, David Kovacs. 2 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Dylan Barreau. 3 for University of Louisville, Jackson Millard. 4 swimming unattached, Tommy Jenton. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Gavin White. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, William Rachis. Lane 8 for Ohio State University, Christopher Paxton. There's the 50 turn and out in front, Tommy Jenton. Lane 4, 26.65. Head of Jackson Millard, University of Louisville, who turned in a 27.03. Jenton and White already with their Olympic trial cuts in this event. New meet record out of the last heat, 53.66 by Jack Wilkening. And Tommy Jenton's gonna hit the wall at a 54.83. Seven preliminary heats up next in the women's 400 freestyle, heat 1. First of 7 preliminary heats in the women's 400 free. Lane 2 for Lakeside Swim Team, Meredith Carricato. 3 for Shawmut Aquatic Club, Nora Simmons. 4 for Lakeside Swim Team, Lilia Walker. 5 for Fast Tigers, Francesca Ramey. 6 for Fast Tigers, Mia Wilson. Lane 7 for Lakeside Swim Team, Hartley Brinkmuller. Lilia Walker turning at the 100. 106.82 ahead of Nora Simmons in lane 3. At a 106.97. Nora Simmons leading at the 200. Here in lane 3, 218.50 ahead of Walker. 219.94. 300 turn for Nora, 330.66. Frankie Ramey, lane 5 from fast, now into second position here in heat 1. Frankie turned 332.28. Norris Simmons, 441.62. Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1 for Lakeside. Kinley Jones, 2 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Rose Parsons, 3 for North Canton Aquatic, Jamie Forbes, 4 for Ole Swimming, Elizabeth Lanen, 5 for Fast Tigers, Claire Francis, 6 for Carmel, Marion Sims, 7 for Rochester Swim Club, Samantha Ulichen, and lane 8 for Fast Tigers, Emma Schwertfeger. Here now the results of preliminary swims in the men's 100 backstroke. Second alternate in the bonus final, Filippov. First alternate, Beckley. In the bonus final, Harmon, Edmondson, Kovacs, Mercer, Stevens, Haney, Johnson, and Bailey. Second alternate in the consolation final, Ratty. First alternate, Stoll. The consolation final, Charleston, Crush, McKenzie, Collins, Rowe, Tapp, and Regis. In the championship final heat of men's 100 backstroke, White, Lowe, Millard, Janton, Michelli, Burns, Barreau, and your top seed from the University of Michigan, Jack Wilkening, in a time of 53.66. Time now is 11:09. 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 18. Halfway through heat 2, Marin Sims, Carmel Swim Club, 213.36 ahead of Claire Francis, 215.96. We need a coaching representative from Boilermaker Aquatic and University of Louisville here at the head table. A coaching representative from Boilermaker Aquatic and University of Louisville, please come to the head table. Marin Sims of Carmel, 3:23.77 here in lane 6. Second to turn, Claire Francis of Fast, lane 5, 3:26.78. Again, still looking for a coach from Boilermaker Aquatic here at the head table. Need a coach from Boilermaker Aquatic. Marin Sims here in Heat 2, 4:34.02. Heat 3. Heat 3, lane 1 for Lakeside Swim Team, Ava Graziani. 2 for Edina Swim Club, Stella Suki. 3 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Grace Parsons. 4 for Lakeside, Sydney Green. Lane 5, also from Lakeside, Lillian Burkowski. Lane 6 for Carmel, Sabrina Ledwith. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Harper Eakin. And at lane 8, swimming unattached, Leah Walden. Hundred turn in Heat 3 with Sabrina Ledwith, Carmel Swim Club. 104.00 ahead of Lillian Burkowski of Lakeside. In lane 5, 104.73. Halfway point here in Heat 3 for Sabrina Ledwith, 2:12.56. Ava Graziani of Lakeside now into second position, lane 1. 2:13.61 in third. Burkowski, also from Lakeside, in lane 5. 100 to go here for Sabrina Ledwith of Carmel. She turns at the 300, 322.10. Sabrina Ledwith bringing it in. I'm sorry, Lillian Burkowski here at the end. 430.40 for Lillian. Heat 4. Heat 4, lane 1 for FMC Aquatic, Burlington Boat Coast, 2 for Carmel, Addison Zernecki, 3 for Shawmut Aquatic, Clara Renner, 4 for North Suburban Aquatic, Ellie Bina, 5 for Barrington Swim Club, Abigail Hill, 6 for Fast Tigers, Emma Schumacher, 7 for FMC Aquatic, Ella Houston, lane 8 for Carmel, Sophia Floyd. Clara Renner turns at the 100, 102.32. Head of Ella Houston, lane 7, 104.39. Clara Renner turning at the 200, 209.14. Addison Zernecki from Carmel, second in lane 2, 213.39. Burlington Bocos right there with Zernecki, as they're just about stroke for stroke over there in lanes 1 and 2. .300 turn for Clara Renner. She's out here by herself in heat 4. Turns in a 3:16.73. Ahead of Ellie Bina of North Suburban Aquatic Club. Second position, lane 4, 3:22.73. Olympic trial cut time in the women's 400 freestyle, 4:15.49. Clara Renner kicking it down here to the finish. Renner comes in with a seed time, 4:26.37. She's going to have a nice drop as she's on the wall in a 4:23.02. Clara Renner. First of our circle seated heats in the women's 400 freestyle coming up. Heat 5. Heat 5, lane 2 for the University of Michigan, Caitlin Crom. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Carson. 4 for the University of Michigan, Mattia Sokolow. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Maggie Graves. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Erin Cummins. 7 for Chalmette Aquatic, Quinn White. Lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Claire Parsons. Catherine Crom, lane 2, turning at the 100, 1:00.84. Had a Mattia Sokolow, University of Michigan, at a 1:03.27. Crom with a 200 split, 206.21. Sokolow in lane 4, 209.48. And third in lane 7, Quinn White. Chalmette Aquatic Club, 211.60. Caitlin Crom with 100 meters left, 3:11.69. Sokolow turns at a 3:16.67. Caitlin Crom is going to touch at a time, 4:13.87. And she is an Olympic trial qualifier in the women's 400 IM. The cut time, 4:15.49. So that is fantastic for Caitlin Crom. Heat 6. Heat 6 underway. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Gwyneth Woodbury. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Alyssa Street. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Lise Heiser. 4 for Carmel, Kayla Hahn. 5 for University of Michigan, Madison Smith. Lane 6 for Ohio State University, Maya Geringer. Lane 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Elizabeth Grether. Kayla Hahn from Carmel Swim Club. Out front, turns at the 200. 2:04.65 ahead of Maya Geringer. Lane 6 for Ohio State University at 2:06.54. Kayla Hahn, the winner of the 800 freestyle on Wednesday evening, placed third in the 400 IM last night. .300 turn for Kayla Hahn. 3:09.40. Geringer 3:10.39. And third in lane 1 for Ohio State University, Gwyneth Woodbury. She's around in a 3:12.67. Kayla Hahn touching in a time, 4:13.27. Both Hahn and Smith out of this heat. Both have their Olympic trial cut time already. Heat 7. Need to see a coaching representative from Indiana Swim Club over here at the head table. Need a coach from Indiana University over here at the head table. In the water now, this is our 7th and final preliminary heat of the women's 400 freestyle. Lane 1 for Kentucky Aquatics, Madeline McLaughlin. 2 for University of Louisville, Summer Cardwell. 3 for University of Michigan, Catherine Shanley. Lane 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Lindsey Bowen. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Ella Ristic. Lane 7 for Ohio State University, Lucy Malis. And then lane 8 for Kentucky Aquatics, Carolyn Benda. Lindsey Bowen out front. She turned at the 100, 1:00:49. Lindsey placed second in the 800 free on Wednesday evening, was 6th in last night's 200 freestyle event. Shanley in 3, Bowen in 4, already with their Olympic trial cut in the 400 free. Trial cut 4:15.49. Lindsey Bowen turned in here at the 200, 2:04.21. Second position, Summer Cardwell, University of Louisville, lane 2, 2:06.25. Lindsey Bowen with a 100 to go, 3:09.65, her 300 split. Cardwell turns in lane 2, second position, 3:11.95. And third, Ella Ristic, Indiana Swim Club, 3:14.56. Lindsey Bowen, the current meet record holder in this event at a 4:11.97. Cardwell lane 2 trying to close the gap on Lindsey Bowen, but Lindsey is going to touch first, and she's on the wall at a 4:15.72. Nine preliminary heats now in the men's 400 free. Heat 1. Heat 1, lane 2 for Greater Evansville, Jack Jones. 3 for Fast Tigers, Caden Askren. 4 for Surge, Augustus Upchurch. 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, Boone Wilcox. Lane 6 for Greater Toledo Aquatic Club, Landon Harmon. Lane 7 for Edina Swim Club as Eli Kashish. Meet record of the men's 400 free. 351.97, swum by Charles Clark at the 2023 Indy Makeup. Olympic trial cut time in this event, 355.59. Boone Wilcox from Lakeside leads at the 100, 59.73, ahead of Caden Askren. The Fast Tigers in lane 3, turning in a 101.28. Wilcox, 200 split, 204.95. Askren in lane 3, 206.73. And Eli Kashish from Edina Swim Club. Lane 7, third position, 209.29 at the halfway mark. Boone Wilcox from Lakeside's been out front all the way here. At least up to this point at the 300 turn, 309.38. Askren lane 3 now, 313.10. Need a coaching representative from Kentucky Aquatics here at the head table. Need a coaching representative from Kentucky Aquatics here at the head table, please. And Boone Wilcox on the wall, 413.52 here in Heat 1 of the men's 400 freestyle. Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Andrew DuBois. 2 for Rochester, Gavin Potter. 3 for Barrington Swim Club, Luther Bennett. 4 for Rochester Swim Club, Tucker Holmes. 5 for North Canton Aquatic, William Sneller. 6 for Edina Swim Club, Alexander Alico. 7 for Karma Swim Club, Austin Bruford. And lane 8 for Karma Swim Club, Noah Muller. Hundred turn for Austin Bruford, Carmel Swim Club, 10021, head of Tucker Holmes, Rochester Swim Club, at a 100.69 in lane 4. Bruford at the 200, 205.07. Holmes turning 206.19. Racing it out with Bennett. Gavin Potter in lane 3. Neck and neck, Potter and Bennett. Bruford's 300 split, 310.11. $50 to go for Austin Bruford now. Austin Bruford is going to touch first in heat 2, 413.55. Heat 3. Heat 3, lane 1 for Lakeside, Meyer Hitch. 2 for Rochester Swim Club, Kai Joyner. 3 for FMC Aquatic, Nathaniel Harris. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luis Sanchez. 5 for Carmel, Colin Kamek. 6 for University of Michigan, Eitan Ben Sirit. 7 for Lakeside, Owen Durham. And 8 for Wing Unattached, Aiden Goulson. Then Sitrit turns at the 100, 55.27. Second, Nathaniel Harris, FMC in lane 3, 59.96. Aton, then Sitrit turns at the 200, 154.27. Second position in lane 7, Owen Durham, Lakeside, 204.87. Then Sitrit with 100 to go, turns at the 300, 255.63. Durham now at the 300, 309.59 in lane 7. And third in lane 4, Luis Sanchez of Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, 310.79. Olympic trial cut 355.59. And Aton touching in a time, 356.77. Good morning swim there for Aton. Heat 4. Need a coaching representative from Ohio State and Lakeside. Please come to the head table. Need a coaching representative from Ohio State, Lakeside Aquatic here at the head table. Underway now with Heat 4, lane 1 for Lakeside. Speaking of Lakeside, Carter Rankin. Lane 2 for Carmel, William Allen. 3 for Carmel, William Lathrop. Lane 4 for Ole Swimming, Gianni Carlino. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Alexander Stone. 6 for Lakeside, Christopher Theuer. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Botan Kuhn. And lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Grant Rubel. Need a coaching representative from Grand Traverse here at the head table. Coaching representative from Grand Traverse. Alexander Stone leading at the 100, lane 5, 58.71, ahead of William Allen. Lane 2 at a 58.75. .200 turn with William Allen Carmel Swim Club out front. 201.23 ahead of Alexander Stone, Indiana Swim Club, lane 5. 201.87. Gianni Carlino of Ole Swimming, third in lane 4. He turned at the halfway mark. 204.97. William Allen at the 300, 303.63. Stone in lane 5, second, 309.30. And William Allen, 405.36. Heat 5. Heat 5, lane 1 for Greater Toledo Aquatic, London Rising. 2 for Ohio State University, Nolan Miller. 3 for Irish Aquatics, Connor Lathrop. 5 for University of Louisville, John Bostler. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Louis Zhang. 7 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Ryan Nip. And lane 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Jaden Edmondson. Still looking for a coaching representative from Lakeside Swim Club and Grand Traverse. Need a coaching representative from Lakeside and Grand Traverse here at the head table. Louis Zhang Carmel Swim Club turned first at the 100, lane 6, 57.86. Head of John Bostler, University of Louisville, lane 5 at a 58.18. Lewis Sang turns at the 200, 200.45. Bossler, 201.44. And third, Ryan Knipp, Bodemaker Aquatic in lane 7, 201.87. .300 turn for Lewis Sang, 302.41. Ryan Knipp, second in lane 7, 304.72. Bossler, lane 5, 306.04. Still looking for a coach from Lakeside swim team. Need a coach from Lakeside swim team here at the head table. Lewis Sang from Carmel bringing it in here in lane 6. Zang's time, 4:05.05. Heat 6. Heat 6, lane 1 for the University of Michigan. Ryan Healy, 2 for Lakeside. Clay Bowman. Lane 3 for Ohio State University. Joshua Bedford. 4 for Kentucky Aquatics. Sean McKay. Lane 5 for University of Michigan. Jaden Ficklin. 6 for University of Michigan. Josine Masuko. And 7 for Ohio State. Samuel Campbell. Lane 8 for Carmel. Ethan Zang. Masuko out front, lane 6, 57.86. Actually, Masuko turns exact same time as Samuel Campbell in lane 7. .200 turn, Ryan Healy, University of Michigan out front, 159.57. Masuko second in lane 6 as he turned in a 159.90. He's 301.84 at the 300. Samuel Campbell, lane 7, 302.96. Ethan Zhang, first to touch here out of heat 6, 402.75. Heat 7. Heat 7, the first of our circle-seated heats in the preliminaries of the men's 400 freestyle. Lane 1, swimming unattached, Ryan Hume. 2 for Ole Swimming. Jonas Cantrell. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Elliot Weissel. 5 for University of Louisville, Caden Lancaster. 6 for Fast Tigers, Isaac Fleeg. 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Carson Hick. And in lane 8 for Ohio State University, Alex Metzler. Ryan Hume leading at the 155.38. Had a Cantrell on lane 2, 55.88. Ryan in lane 1 at the 200, 154.63. Hume turning at the 300, 255.21. Cantrell next to him, lane 2, 257.36. Caden Lancaster was second at the 300, lane 5, 257.21. Olympic trial cut 3:55.59 with Ryan Hume coming down here, trying to race it down. Swimming back hard in lane 5. Caden Lancaster and Ryan Hume, 3:56.01. Heat 8s. Heat 8 here. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Jonathan Hines. 2 for Ohio State University, Tomas Nevakonis. 3 for Ohio State, Mason Edmond. 2 for Ohio State, Charles Clark. 5 for Kentucky Aquatics, Nicholas Caruso. 6 for Carmel, Greg Enoch. 7 for Dynamo, Connor Lamastra. And 8 for University of Michigan, Logan Zucker. Here at the 100 turn already, Logan Zucker, University of Michigan out front, lane 8, 57.65. Charles Clark, Ohio State University, second in lane 4, 57.97. Charles Clark in lane 4, the current meet record holder in this event at a 3:51.97, swum of the 2023 Indy May Cup. Clark placed second in the 1500 freestyle on Wednesday evening. Nicholas Caruso in lane 5. He placed 6th in the 1500 free on Wednesday. Charles Clark to the front. 200 turn for Clark, 157.91, ahead of Zucker in lane 8, 158.35. Clark's 300 turn, 256.97. Ahead of Zucker, 258.50. Charles Clark, 355.79. One more heat left to go here. The men's 400 iron preliminaries. Heat 9. Heat 9, lane 1 for the University of Michigan, Jack Lucan. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Mason Carlton. 3 for the University of Louisville, Tyler Watson. 4 for the University of Louisville, Aaliyah Suburtsev. 5 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Whitlock. 6 for the University of Louisville, Dennis Locktev. 7 for University of Michigan, Connor Hunt. And lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Jackson Carlisle. Whitlock in lane 5, he won the 1500 free on Wednesday evening. Suburtsev there, going to be your leader at the 100 here in Heat 9, and he's going to turn in at 55.62 ahead of Whitlock at 56.07. Suburtsev, he placed 5th to the 200 freestyle last night. Here are the results of preliminary swims. The women's 400 freestyle, the second alternate in our bonus final heat. Bocos, first alternate Houston. In that bonus final, Graziani, Suki led with Parsons, Burkowski, Cummins, and Bina, I think, is in there in that bonus final heat. In the consolation final, Sokolow, Malis, Renner, Smith, Benda, McLaughlin, Street, and Shanley got a potential swim off. Well, we are going to have a swim off coming up at the conclusion of the heat that's in the water in the women's 400 freestyle to determine 8th place, who's in 8th, who's in 9th, who's going to be in that consolation final, who's in the championship final between Elise Heiser of Indiana Swim Club and Elizabeth Grether of Kentucky. The rest of the championship final, the women's 400 free, Ristic, Woodbury, Cardwell, Bowen, Geringer, Crom, your top seed from Carmel Swim Club, Kayla Hahn, her time of a 4:13.27. Time now is 12:17, the 30-minute scratch rule in effect for event number 19. Suburtsev, half a length to go here in Heat 9. Luke Whitlock just off Suburtsev's feet. And Suburtsev, University of Louisville, 3:53.15. That's our quickest time. Turned into the preliminaries of the men's 400 freestyle. And we are starting our 15-minute clock now 15 minutes until we get into our time trial session. But during this 15-minute pause in the action before time trials, swim off in the women's 400 freestyle. Lane 4 from Indiana's Swim Club, Elise Heiser. Lane 5 for Kentucky Aquatics, Elizabeth Grether. This is to determine 8th place in the women's 400 free this evening. At least who's going to be going into our championship final of the women's 400 free. Lise Heiser turning 101.65. Heiser and Grether tied this morning. Their preliminary swim 4:20.10. .200 turn here for Elise, 2:08.42. Elizabeth, 2:10.45. Grether with the quicker 50 split. Could have a little on that last 50. Could be a little cat and mouse here. She let Heiser take off at first. Grether was a 33.21 in the last 50 compared to Heiser's 33.47. And Grether, 50 split, 33.03 to Heiser's 33.51. So we could have a race here in this swim-off as we come down to the end. 300 turn coming up. $100 to go here. Here's Grether picking up the pace. Length and a half to go. Elizabeth Grether looked like a little sandbag in there. Coming down to the final turn. There it is. Heiser still out front. 3:48.43 to Grether's 3:48.67. And Elizabeth Grether stepping on the gas with half a length to go. Elizabeth Grether, Kentucky Aquatics to the front now. And Elizabeth Grether, Kentucky Aquatics, she's going to be in the championship final heat of the women's 400 freestyle this evening. Her time, 4:20.18. Nice job, ladies. Let's open up the main competition pool for our time trial warm-up. Should be starting our time trial warm-up at 12:33. 12:33 is when we'll start our time trials coming up. Just want to remind coaches and